Hey, I'm back with Man You Got This episode 4. I'm going to title this and call this Mental Freestyle. Once again, my name is Leon, and thank you for coming back to Man You Got This episode 4, Mental Freestyle. There's other platforms where you can find this. There's the IG page, Man You Got This. Also, the Facebook group, Man You Got This. Hopefully, coming to Twitter, and there's also a podcast on Castbox called Man You Got This. I want to apologize to everyone for not having anything out for the past couple of weeks. I've been at somewhat a mental roadblock. The last time we talked, I mentioned that I was going to talk about forgiving yourself while forgiving others. I was having a hard time coming up with some of the concepts for this particular for that particular episode. This episode is basically freestyling. What I wanted to do with my episodes is be a little bit more scripted, of have data and facts together, and not sound like I'm pulling stuff out of my head. But today, I'm just going to pull stuff out of my head and talk to you guys about this mental freestyling. It's been a rough couple of weeks as far as me trying to think about what to do concerning this mission that I'm on. Someone asked me, a couple of people asked me, why I'm doing this. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want to talk more about mental awareness. I don't want to talk about illness, but I want to talk about awareness. Each and everyone has a bout of depression and anxiety in them. It's like a cancer cell. Um, Everyone has a cancer cell in them, if you believe it or not, but it goes by what triggers it. What triggers it to have it, I guess, expand or get worse. We all have our triggers that causes many things with us. It could be a music. It could be a certain place. It could be a certain sound. Um, Most people call it PTSD. Like I said, I'm not a mental health expert, but I'm just a person that's been going through some things in the past, but I've been coping. I've been coping as far as believing my faith in God, going to therapy, talking to other individuals that went through the same thing, and just being emotionally present to other individuals, but also to talking about my issues as well. Um, I'm doing this out of an act of love. Act of love is that, I have a mission that I want to do. I have a mission as far as I just want to help people to make them aware that it's okay not to be okay and be open up to get help and also talk to other individuals. Once again, this was like a little spur thing that I've done. I was just out for a casual walk. The weather was nice, and this thought just came across my mind just to post a little quick video about being mental aware. It's funny, as I was going through this week trying to formulate and get things together for the next video. I was going through different publications, YouTube videos, and looking at certain things, and I never realized the amount of how many people go through mental illness. Well, I want to call it mental awareness. It was funny. I was watching a memory that was on my Facebook page from last year, where Ron DMC suffers through anxiety and depression. He mentioned how he was on top of the world, where they had the first sneaker deal. They had to deal with Calvin Klein's, the top records, the first rap group to be in Rolling Stone magazine. He was on top of the world, but after he went to the dressing room at night, he felt like shit. He felt like he had wanted to take his life because he felt like his life wasn't complete. There's lots of individuals out there that have that. There's many musicians, comedians, actors, actresses, politicians, professional athletes that go through this. And we all go through it, but sometimes we're afraid to admit, that we have a problem. We're afraid to see what other people may think about us. And as I mentioned in my past videos, it's kind of time out for that. And it's time to start accepting what's going on and asking for help, getting help, and talking with people. It's it's kind of hard to admit that we have so much pride, and that's that I that's in pride that bother us. I mentioned in the past that I struggled with the enemy, which was the inner me. And we all have that struggle that we face as far as battling whatever enemies that we have. What I want to say is that let's take the opportunity to focus on our mental fitness like we do our physical fitness. Take the time to meditate. Take the time to talk to people. Take the time to reach out and talk to someone and say, hey, can we talk? Or simply, as I stated before, go to someone and ask them, hey, are you okay? Is there anything I can do for you? Or just sit there and just listen. Once again, I apologize for not having anything out there in the past couple of weeks because, like I said, I was going through just a thinking process as far as how to make this better, how I can. I'm not trying to say go across all the masses, but I just don't want this to sound like something that's just being pulled out of the top of the air. I want this to have a professional format. I'm not a Les Brown. I'm not a Tony Robbins. I'm just a regular guy out here on a stroll, just trying to get my point across and try to help those individuals. So I want to say, man, you got this. Everyone, you got this. So just tune in with me for the next couple of weeks while I have my next publications come out. And continue to follow me on YouTube, IG, Facebook, and coming soon on Twitter. Once again, I'm trying to hit all the social media platforms just to make it known that, man, we got this.